Sister Wives Meri Brown gets blasted for being a liar. Sister Wives star Meri Brown is getting blasted for being a liar. She is the former first and legal wife of Kody Brown, but they divorced in 2014. They then got a church release in late 2022, early 2023, and she has been doing whatever she wants ever since. So, why is she being deemed a liar, and is there a legitimate reason for it? Keep reading for more details. Meri Brown gets blasted for being a liar. For around a decade, Meri Brown has been living this fake life while married to Kody Brown. She desperately wanted to make it work with the man she married in 1990. After all, that was her first love, and they started the plural family together. Yet, things changed a lot over time, and there are varying stories as to when the shift happened. It may have occurred when she divorced Kody in 2014 so he could wed fourth wife Robyn Brown and adopt her 3 children. Or, it could have been when Meri asked Kody for space and he never came back. There was also the catfishing incident that Meri can never seem to live down. Kody has said he married the wrong person when they tied the knot. However, footage has resurfaced with him referring to her as his soulmate, so he seems very confused and talks out of 2 sides of his mouth. She finally got the strength to leave Kody, but fans are struggling with a post she made on Instagram. In the caption, she wrote this. They felt the truth part was disingenuous because she had been preaching her truth for years. Therefore, Meri Brown was called out on this. This was a hard sell for some fans as they questioned how much more of Meri and her truth people could handle. They noted she wanted fans to think she was not desperately holding on to Kody when in fact that was all she did. Will she ever get it right? Every week on Sister Wives, Meri Brown will say she has been divorced for a year. Her friends will casually remind her that she has been single a lot longer than that. There is a big difference between what Meri says and what the truth is. She has been divorced for 10 years and has had a church release for a year at the time. However, she and Kody Brown have had no romantic relationship for as long as the legal marriage was over. He has said he was fine with her moving with someone else, she just did not listen. Meri was also called a predator by followers for her worthy up, motivational business. They claimed that she preys on vulnerable and weak women just to get their money. She keeps saying she has changed, she is living in the truth, but that has become tired and old. Meri Brown never expected a simple social media post to ignite such a firestorm, but in the world of Sister Wives, nothing is ever simple. As one of Kody Brown's original wives, Meri had spent years navigating the turbulent waters of plural marriage, enduring heartbreak, betrayal, and endless speculation from fans. But this time, it wasn't just whispers in the wind, it was a full-fledged public reckoning. It all started when Meri took to Instagram to post one of her signature cryptic messages. Living my truth, embracing my journey, she wrote alongside a smiling selfie. To many, it was just another dose of her usual vague empowerment talk. But to others, particularly longtime Sister Wives viewers, the post was nothing short of infuriating. The comment section erupted with accusations, and one word kept appearing over and over, liar. Meri, stop pretending you're this empowered woman when you were begging Kody to take you back just a few years ago. One follower wrote, you say you're all about truth but spent years in denial about your catfishing scandal. We haven't forgotten. Meri had been no stranger to controversy. The catfishing incident of 2015 had rocked the Brown family to its core, with Meri getting emotionally involved with someone she believed to be a man online, only to discover she had been deceived by a woman. At the time, Meri insisted she had been a victim, but fans were skeptical, pointing out the inconsistencies in her story. She had claimed she had been manipulated, yet the flirtatious voicemails and messages suggested something deeper. Kody, of course, used the scandal as another reason to distance himself from her, and despite her repeated attempts to mend their relationship, he had made it painfully clear there was no going back. Fast forward to the present, and Meri was now presenting herself as an independent, self-assured woman. She had moved to Utah, taken charge of her bed and breakfast, and frequently shared posts about self-love and healing. But many fans weren't buying it. You put up with Kody treating you like garbage for years and let Robyn manipulate you. But now you're suddenly this strong, independent woman. Another commenter wrote, where was this energy when Cristin left and you stayed behind like a doormat? Indeed, Cristin's departure had been a wake-up call for many of the Brown women. Viewers had watched in shock and delight as Cristin took charge of her life, left Kody, and found happiness with her new husband, David Woolley. Meanwhile, Janelle had followed suit, growing increasingly vocal about Cody's unfair treatment. But Meri, she had lingered, clinging to the hope that Cody might one day change his mind, until, finally, even she had to face reality. Still, many fans felt her exit had come too little, too late. The criticism only escalated when Meri attempted to defend herself. "I have always spoken my truth," she wrote in response to a particularly brutal comment. "My journey is mine alone, and I have nothing to prove to anyone." But that only seemed to add fuel to the fire. Nothing to prove. Then why did you let Cody humiliate you for years on national TV? Why did you pretend to be happy in the family when you weren't? Another user shot back. "You only left when you had no choice. That's not empowerment, that's survival." As the backlash mounted, some fans did come to Meri's defense, arguing that personal growth wasn't always linear. "People can change," one supporter wrote. "Maybe she wasn't ready before. Maybe she had to go through all that pain to find herself. Give her a break." But the detractors weren't having it. It's not just about her leaving Cody. It's the years of fakeness, the lies about how happy she was, the way she threw Cristin under the bus when she left. We remember EV-era retaining. Meri had, indeed, been one of the most vocal critics of Cristin's departure. While Janelle had remained neutral and Robin had, predictably, wept over the family falling apart, Meri had seemed more concerned with Cristin's loyalty than her happiness. "You don't just leave a family," Meri had said at the time, an ironic statement considering where she stood now. Fans hadn't forgotten those words, and now that she was positioning herself as an empowered, self-sufficient woman, they weren't letting her off the hook. The internet firestorm continued for days, with Meri choosing to remain mostly silent after her initial defense. Some speculated that she was taking the criticism to heart, while others believed she would simply continue posting as if nothing had happened. After all, Meri had spent years living in denial. What was a few more harsh comments from fans? Still, one thing was certain: the tides had turned, and Meri Brown was no longer getting the benefit of the doubt. Fans had watched her story unfold for over a decade, and they were no longer willing to accept her version of events at face value. Whether she truly had changed or was simply rebranding herself for a new chapter remained to be seen. But one thing was for sure: if Meri Brown wanted to win back the audience, she had a lot more to prove than just a well-filtered selfie and a motivational caption.